Recently, village greens across Britain have thronged with people witnessing colourful and noisy May traditions. These events are seen as quintessentially English celebrations of the spring and the onset of the warmer summer months. Often held around churchyards and pleasant village pubs, they look, to the casual observer, as if they are a continuation of the still potent Christian order and a sense of community, away from the anonymity of the cities. But the two mainstays of these celebrations, Morris dancing and Maypole traditions, have deep roots and more than a hint of pre-Christian paganism. Morris and Maypole dancing performances are among the most colourful and enduring forms of English folk celebration. While their modern expressions are often associated with the aforementioned village greens, a Tolkien-esque Shire-like idyll of spring festivals, community fairs and homemade jams, etc., both customs have deep historical roots that suggest potent connections to ancient pagan rites. Though hard evidence is scarce due to the fragmentary nature of early records, the symbolism and seasonal timing of these traditions hint at ancient origins. Morris dancing, characterised by rhythmic stepping, lively music, bells, handkerchiefs and sticks, is believed to have evolved in the late medieval period. The earliest written reference dates to 1448, when it was mentioned in accounts from the Worshipful Company of Goldsmiths in London. However, many researchers suspect the custom predates this. Some propose it developed from older fertility rites or dances performed to honour nature spirits or agricultural cycles. The name Morris may have derived from Moorish, implying an exotic or ritualistic origin, though this link remains debated. The dances often take place in spring and early summer, times associated with renewal, growth and fertility in pre-Christian belief systems. The use of symbolic items such as flowers, bells, masks and hobby horses or Obby-osses may echo ancient rites intended to drive away evil spirits and ensure a fruitful harvest. It's actually all a bit the Wicker Man. Summer is a-comin' in, indeed. Some regional variations of Morris, like the dark-faced Border Morris, reinforce these pagan associations with elements of disguise and liminality, reminiscent of earlier ritual theatre. Maypole dancing, more explicitly linked to seasonal fertility, has clearer echoes of pagan practice. The maypole, traditionally a tall wooden pole adorned with flowers and ribbons, is thought to symbolise the world tree, or a phallic representation of fertility. On May Day, dancers weave patterns by circling the pole, often to the accompaniment of pipe or tabor or fiddle, echoing rites that celebrated the return of the sun and the greening of the earth. May Day itself is rooted in the ancient Celtic festival of Beltane, one of the key fire festivals marking the midpoint between spring and summer. Beltane celebrated fertility, vitality, and the Indo-European descended sacred union of earth and sky. These are ideas reflected in May Day customs, like the crowning of the May Queen and the dancing around the maypole. Fires, flowers, and other symbols of abundance were central to the occasion, with festivities often involving ritualised courtship and community merrymaking. Both Morris and Maypole traditions suffered suppression during the Puritan era in the 17th century, seen as ungodly and licentious, and perhaps with good reason if you're of a Christian disposition. However, they experienced a revival during the 19th and early 20th centuries, particularly through the work of folklorists who sought to preserve what they believed were remnants of England's ancient ritual drama. Today, while much of the original ritual intent may be obscured, these traditions still carry a deep symbolic resonance. Whether or not they are direct survivals of pagan ceremonies, their emphasis on seasonal change, community, harvest, abundance and celebration of life speaks to enduring human concerns and to the cultural memory of a land shaped by the unforgiving cycles of nature. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, share and most importantly subscribe. And you can also support the channel on Subscribestar via the link in the description or via YouTube's Super Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.